Hey folks, it's Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. Well guys, I'm out here on Bugs Island. My buddy Paul over here, we got out here on St. Patrick's Day. We're looking for a little luck of the Irish. You know, I got a little Irish going on. My mom's grandfather, my great grandfather was a stowaway from Ireland. So we're not wearing green, but we're looking for some green fish, and I'm hoping these green fish will come up and bite my thumb or pinch my thumb since I'm not wearing green today. And you know what I just did? Paul, what did I just do?
Caught a nice bass.
I just caught my first bass of 2019, and it's a nice one. I didn't even have the GoPros going. We've been out here about an hour. Here's the conditions. Beautiful St. Patrick's Day, bright and sunny, light winds. We're gonna get up to about mid-50s today, maybe 55, 56 degree air temperature. The water temperature is about exactly the same, right at low mid-50s. And guys, we had a couple drop-offs in air temperature. We had a couple 70, almost 70 degree days down here in North Carolina. But let me show off my first bass of 2019. Can't believe I didn't get it on film, but I got it in the live well. I'm gonna probably save a couple of these big, shaking my camera, save a couple of these nicer fish for the picture at the end of the day. But this would have been a nice tournament fish. Give me 1 second, let me pull them out of here and not get too wet. And there it is. There's my first bass of 2019. Not a bad one at all, wouldn't you say? So I'm pretty happy with that. Kind of pale because we've got really stained water, guys. So that's a spinnerbait fish. So we're fishing up here shallow, 2 to 6 feet of water. I got a War Eagle spinnerbait, about a 3/8 ounce, little sexy shad action. And hopefully we're gonna be catching a couple more. So there we go, guys. We got ourselves the first fish of 2019. Got a little luck going on St. Patty's Day. You all just stay tuned. Let's keep going, see what Bugs Island has to offer. All right, there it is, guys. There's that War Eagle I just caught that beautiful Bugs Island or Kerr Dan or Kerr Reservoir bass on. 3/8 ounce sexy shad. It's actually a willow silver and a little Colorado in gold. So a little stained water. That's just enough of a thump, and obviously just the right color to get that bass interested. Let's just see if we can find any more. We're fishing secondary points and pockets off those secondary points, and that's where actually that fish hit, right out here in a pocket off the main creek, up a creek, not main lake. And like I said, this secondary point pocket held that guy. So let's get some more. Let's keep going. This spinnerbait setup is absolutely awesome. It's a Magnum bass rod, and it's by Lose. It's another one of my custom speed sticks. This thing's a beast. This thing's absolutely awesome. I got a little speed spool Lose reel. You get locked up. Paul looks like he got a bite over there. Got 12-pound test fluorocarbon. This is 7-foot medium heavy, and it's just doing the job. So let's just cast away, cover water. That's all we're gonna be doing today. I've got crankbaits, I got lipless cranks, I got spinnerbaits, and I got a jig. I don't have a single spinning rod on the boat. I'm not playing around with any of those spinning rods today with this color water and this time of year. We're gonna beat the banks, we're gonna get off the points, and we're gonna find these big mamas that are coming up out of the wintering holes, thinking about making babies. Fish on. Nice, number 2, guys. Yeah, I got my second one. Not as big as the first one, folks, but there's bass number 2 of 2019. That's awesome. I wonder if it's even a keeper. Heck yeah, that should be a keeper. We're looking for 15 inches. I think that's what we're at, right? Isn't that beautiful, guys? So that's great. He choked it. Great fish. I love Bugs Island. Bugs Island is an absolutely beautiful place. What do you guys call it? Make a comment down below. Is it Kerr Dan to you, Kerr Lake, Kerr Reservoir, or Bugs Island, or Bugs? There's all kinds of different ways to describe this lake, but we're catching some fish. That's pretty awesome. It's only about 15 minutes since the last one. Let's just put them in the live well so we can see what kind of limit we catch by the end of the day. You know, a lot of people think with this really stained water that you'd have to fish something really bright. It's not always the case, guys. It's all about the feel in some cases. And again, a willow Colorado gives a really good thump. There's a little chartreuse, a little blue in there, a little white. That's just enough. I mean, I've got barely, if you can see down in there, I don't have barely a foot and a half, barely 2 feet of visibility. But that thing's making some vibration that lateral line picks up, and sure enough, they felt it enough to bite. So it's working for me. That's 2 fish in within 15 minutes and only about an hour into fishing. So that's a good way to start the day. Do you? Nice job, brother. You want a net? No, that's not that big. That's not big. Good job, Paul. All right, Paul's got his first fish. Good job, brother. Go ahead and measure that out, see if it's a keeper. Let's see if we can get ourselves a limit each today. Think we can do it, Paul? He ate it. Oh my God, he ate it. He destroyed that spinnerbait. That's awesome. Good job, man. So I actually did have 1 fish I missed, 2 I caught. Now Paul's on his first fish. That's great. It's only been maybe half an hour since my last one. Decent. All right, great. Secondary points, right? Secondary points. Northwest bank. Got the sun beating down, warming up the water perfectly. Yeah, let's measure it up, see what you got. I think it's gonna make it. That's a dirty ruler you got there, brother. Oh, not even close. Yeah. Not, what? 13. Okay, so not quite a keeper. Good deal. Let her go. Or him. Good job, Paul.
Yeah, man.
All right, first fish of the day. Paul, what do you think? You think it's worth coming down 4-hour plus drive for one day of fishing?
Absolutely.
I think so too. I think it's absolutely worth it. This is the time of year to come out fishing, guys. Pre-spawn. These water temperatures coming up here in the right at the North Carolina, Virginia borders where Kerr Lake is, Bugs Island. And it's prime time right now. You get on them, it could be a heyday of fishing. But what's cool about it is I got a buddy who has a trailer down here, brand new setup, older trailer that he redid, got all set up for anybody and everybody wants to take a trip down here for a few days, maybe tournament guys, if his group of guys want to get together. He gave me the opportunity to crash in it for a one-night test run. Has it available for 3 to 4 nights. It's literally right in the heart of things, right down here on the lake. So close to all the major ramps. The ramp we actually put in is only 5 minutes away. So if you guys fish down here, if there's tournaments you're involved in, you got a group of guys, it'll sleep up to 4 to 6, maybe more people, full kitchen, beautifully redone. And hit me up. I've got a business inquiry email here on my page. So if you're interested in the contact information, my buddy's trailer he hooked up, just let me know. I'll get you a good setup down here at Kerr. Bring it on in here. You want a net job? Be safe. There you go. Good job, brother. There's Paul's keeper.
That's a keeper.
Nice job, brother. That's a beauty.
That's a keeper.
Isn't that pretty? Look how pale it is.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
That's so neat when they're coming up out of that deeper water. Yeah, it is great. Good job, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right, well done. All right, that's Paul's second. So we're 2 for 2. Well, not 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 3 and Paul's 2 for 2.
Want me to keep this one?
Yeah, put it in. We're gonna take some pictures of all our keepers for the end of the day and see how we end up just on numbers. We're not fishing a tournament, guys, but there is a tournament going on today. There was a tournament going on yesterday. We heard that there's a 19-pound bag won an ABA yesterday, and it took about 13 some pounds to take a check. So interesting to see what we can do with our fun fishing. Nice one. Yes, awesome. I knew it right on this point too. Check that out, guys. That's number 3, and that's a beauty. And that is just absolutely awesome. Yeah, he ate it. I wasn't sure if he was on there for a minute, but he sure was. Check that out. All right, guys, we're doing well. Paul's about to change up a trailer. He's going with the we're catching him on spinnerbait. Paul wants to change up and try that chatterbait routine. I'm going to put this in the live well, and that's my number 3
awesome,
number 3 keeper. Yeah, you couldn't even see it behind that big old Ranger lid, but there we go. Water temps are really going up, guys. The water temperature's up to 57 degrees and change, but check that out. Got a couple nice fish in there. Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. Appreciate your greenness. And look at the bald eagle. Fish on, guy. It's a good one, I think. Oh yeah, it's a good one. Good one. Yeah, thanks for the net. I know this is a nice fish. It's got to be a good one. Oh shoot, they really freak you out, man. That's what happens when you only catch a couple fish for the first time in 2019. He got it though. He got it good. That's a nice fish, dude. Another keeper. Check it out. Number 4 keeper, guys. I might as well. It's a little. Actually, it is heavier. It's definitely a heavier fish. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Check it out, guys. How are we doing over here? Man, I love Bugs Island. I really do. It's so awesome. Still pale. Loving the spinnerbait. This is just an epic spinnerbait bite right here. We are doing really well. That's number 4. Let's go. Let's load it up. You get one? Oh, I thought Paul got one. Okay. There we go. Number 4. I'm one away from a nice limit right there. Okay, folks, we've got a perfect storm of scenario here. We got wind blowing into the shallow bank. We've got the water temperatures gone up 3 degrees already. Water temps are over 58 degrees right now. Sun is beating down on these banks. We got a little bit of buckbrush. We got stained water and fish roaming and up against cover here and there. So it's absolutely perfect scenario for what's going on. So I don't think there's anything better to be throwing than a spinnerbait right now. And I love a spinnerbait bite. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yeah. I felt that tap and I let him have it for a minute. That's number 5 right there, guys. Number 5. That felt like that was really classic. I felt the tap. I felt the tap, and I gave it a second, and there's number 5, guys. Absolutely awesome. Limit right at about noon, and if we were fishing a tournament, we were actually an hour behind on what we would have been doing if we were fishing a tournament. So we actually we've only been out here, what, 3 hours? 3.5 hours maybe? And we got a limit. That's absolutely awesome. Okay, where's my limit? Let's see if we can start calling now. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, nice one. Oh, real good one, Paul. This is probably the big fish of the day right here, guys. Oh my gosh. Again, we got the wind at my back. It is a good fish, guys, but it's probably bigger than the first one. At least it feels like it. Nice fish. Nice coal right here, guys.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. Nothing huge. We're not looking at giants here, guys. It just feels big to me. Again, when you don't catch fish for a while, a little I don't know, 2 3/4 pound or something like that, it feels awesome. Killer. The wind is picking up, guys. It is again, spinnerbait, magical kind of St. Patty's Day. I almost forgot what day it was. All right, let's get that in the live. Let's call out one of these guys.
I got one.
You got one too? Paul's on. We got a double. We got a double right in the same spot. All right, Paul, let's do this thing. Come on, bring it. Check this out. This is the first double we've had in a while. Decent fish, about the same size.
Yeah.
If it's a keeper, we got 2 keepers back to back. We are just loading up. I knew this wind was going to make it happen. You're good. Launch them in here. You're good. Bring them in. Nice, like little cookie cutters. Check that out, guys. Paul, that's awesome. About the same exact size fish, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's funny.
Love it. Yours is a little smaller. All right, put yours in there, and I'll pull out maybe my smaller fish, and we'll do a little cull. Good job, brother.
Thank you.
All right, guys, doing a little cull here. It looks like we got 2 bigger ones. There's my cull going back. All right, got rid of that little dink and gained a little weight. Now this is just for fun, guys. I'm just challenging myself to see what it'd be like if I got 5 fish limit today as if I was fishing a tournament. So let's see if we can make that number get a little bigger. Paul is on. He's catching up. All right, Paul, if this is a keeper, this is your 3rd one. Think you need that seriously, or is it that big? Oh, nice one, dude. Sweet. Bring it in here. That's a keeper. Good job, Paul. Nice. So you got your 3rd keeper. Nice. We're just killing them, dude. The spinnerbait is whacking them. Nothing big, guys, but to get these numbers this early in the season. Pre-spawn. It's just, no, that's pre-spawn, dude. The game is on, guys. The game's on. Nice job, brother. Put it in your side. We got 8 keepers in that live well. That is killer. All right, let's get out there and do it some more. That felt like a bite right there. I felt a tick. You get him? Nice job. Is that number 4? Awesome. That's a good one, dude. Launch him in here. Bring him. Don't break your rod tip. There's number 4, man. That's a nice one. That's awesome. Well, you had, at least that one was. We've been getting whacked, guys, and Paul just. That's awesome. Look at that. He wasn't getting it, so maybe he came back for it. Beautiful. All right, number 4. You're about to limit out, man. That's killing. You're smoking them. All right, good. I just got whacked too. They're just this bank is just on like wildfire. This creek is on like wildfire, and it's everything about the conditions like I've been talking about. So we have no reason to go anywhere. We're just waiting for the big one to hit, and that's bound to happen. But in the meantime, we each got a pretty decent. I got a limit, and Paul's got a decent little bag right there, and it's only what, about 1 o'clock, 1:15. It's probably about 1:30 at the latest, I think, guys. All right, folks, we're gonna make a move. The wind's changed direction. It's picking up well, so we're gonna hit some banks that have the wind banging on them just like they've been. Paul, we're doing pretty good, huh? Yep. All right, let's keep on rolling. We're gonna hit another little pocket here and see what we can find. Nice one. You got your limit, you think? Yep. Nice job, brother. Nice. Is that the biggest one of the day, Paul? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. They feel like it, though, don't they? I had a big one, guys. I had a great big giant. Paul, you can get that one in there. I know you can do it. Nice. Bring it in here. Nice job, brother. That's your limit, man. We got 2 limits, guys. We got two limits. We got 10 keepers in 2 live wells. That's awesome, man. We don't fish down here much. We just kind of played the cards the right way, played the wind, hit windy banks, 2 to 6 feet of water, and again, spinnerbait, absolutely nailed it all day long. Let's get some more, man. Nice. Guys, looks like I'm gonna cull. I got another one here, and I didn't even have the GoPro running, but this is gonna be a nice cull right here. Is it the biggest fish? Yeah, I think that's the the 2nd biggest fish, or the biggest fish of the day. That's a nice cull right here, guys. Look at this one. Beautiful fish. Awesome. Look at that. Wow. Guys, it's been epic. It's been absolutely amazing today. That fish destroyed it. Look how pale, Paul.
Oh yeah.
Look how beautifully pale it is. It looks like silver. It looks like silvery green. Amazing, right? We just moved over to this bank too. Yeah, we've been working it. We're up a creek and then up a big pocket of a creek. And we're on this, you can see what's going on over here, guys. This is like pebbly, gravelly bank and clay. Perfect, there he is. That's literally my second and third cast on this bank. Let's call it out, Paul. Let's see what we got. Nice little call right there. So, all right, that one's gone. And there it goes.
Yep, that was a small one.
Sure was, wasn't it? That's a heck of a little bag right there, guys. All right, folks, the day is done. We're gonna call it. That's about tournament hours. A little bit more than 8 hours fishing. Both Paul and I got a limit. I finally got a cameraman. I don't think I've ever had a cameraman. Usually it's a tripod. So thank you, Paul. Appreciate you standing there with a GoPro in your hand. He's gonna follow me down. I'm gonna get down in the live well and we're gonna release some fish. We did a little quick weigh job. These fish, I think I got about maybe anywhere from 11 to 12 pounds. Paul's probably anywhere between about 7 to 9 pounds. We didn't get a real accurate measurement. That's about what we did. Not too bad for a couple guys that don't fish Bugs Island, Kerr Lake, Kerr Dam, Kerr Reservoir, whatever y'all want to call it. That's where we're at, and we had a blast. So let's go ahead and release all these fish. Here comes my side, guys. We're gonna take out my load one by one. That's one of the smaller fish right there. Beauty. That's one. Here's one of the next smaller fish, probably just around 2. That's number 2. And here comes the third smallest fish. All cookie cutters, all about the same size, but the 2 bigger fish that are just under 3 pounds a piece are coming out. This is probably that might be the biggest fish. Let's get both of those out. I'll smash my chesty GoPro. There you go, guys. A couple nice bass. So those are the 2 biggest fish of my day. Paul, you want to take your own fish out? You want me to do it for you?
You can go ahead and do it.
Hands are already wet, aren't they? I'll go ahead and get your fish out. All right, I don't know why I'm drying my hands off because I'm already wet. But let me go get in here, get Paul's fish. I'm going to go biggest to smallest on Paul's fish. This is Paul's biggest. He had one nice fish. That's a beautiful, healthy looking bass. Seems like they got more color after we put them in the live well, doesn't it?
Yep.
They were real pale when we caught them. So that's Paul's biggest. And right down the line, a bunch of cookie cutters again. There we go. Just barely making a keeper right there. Yours are all, that's a little bit bigger. That's a little heavier fish too. A little over keeper. Keeper size, guys, in Virginia are 14 inches. They're not 15. So we're looking at a 14-inch minimum. Here's another one. We got 2 more in there. All right, how's it going, cameraman? Keeping up with me?
I'm keeping up with you.
Good deal. I'm probably splashing my GoPro pretty good on my chesty. That's number 4. My bad, that was number 5. That's it, guys. So folks, I'm telling you, I think the luck of the Irish was on our side. 2 limits, 2 culls. Ultimately, we got 12 keepers, 1 that Paul threw back that was not a keeper, and I lost about 2 fish, a couple really nice ones, I think. But folks, the tournament's coming up in about a month. Everything's going to change. Everything's going to be different. We're going to be looking at spawning time. So I'm going to be a co-angler next month down here at Bugs. Paul's going to be a boater. So we're looking at probably some spawning fish. Me sitting in the back of the boat watching my boaters snatch them up, and hopefully Paul will find a bunch of beds, and we'll take care of business. We're going to get on the road, take care of business, get a good night's sleep. And folks, as always, appreciate you joining me. As always, appreciate you subscribing. Until we meet again, over and out.